Good morning. Good morning, all you beautiful people. Swipe on and say hi. As per, we need to share the link with all you fabulous humans, all 0 of you, for the time being. Just waiting for the link. There she is. Shrubs. Good morning, everyone. And let's go. There. Put that down. Morning, guys. I can see that you are slowly coming in. Swipe on in. Say Kunjani. If together, also there, and together. Okay. We are, as far as I am. Oh, wait, no. Yes, there's lots of sharing. Good morning, guys. Oh, we're coming in hot, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it on this Monday morning. Yoga and meditation. Guys, let me know how you're doing. Good morning, Ivor. You make my morning every time you come on here. It's real. That's real. Post that there. Last one. Guys, come on in. Step into my office. Step into my home. Okay, we're done. We are done. Welcome, guys. A happy Monday. Oh my gosh, this weekend went by way too quickly. I don't know if any of you did the workout on Saturday, but I did the Smile for Miles workout, the smile workout with Louis on Saturday. And it was quite rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was I was feeling it. It'd been such a long week, and I think my body was just like, no. But also just shows you that, listen to your body, take a breather, because your body's trying to talk to you when you feel certain things. I'm telling you now, your body and your mind are very connected. Good morning, Nancy and Sunrise Stretchers. I did that workout. You ladies were fan-bloody-tastic. I already had to spell that out for myself. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, it was really fun. We had Tracy and Emma, so like Potty Mouth, come join us, which was really, really cool. Amy, Jeff, good morning, you incredible human being. No, good morning, you incredible human being. Guys, swipe on in and say hi. Just got a couple of things to mention to you today. So tomorrow we got big Super Test Me Tuesday, like we've had for the past couple of weeks, which has been so fun. It's been so awesome to have everyone involved. Good morning, Tanya. It's been so fun to have like the whole community come join for this epic workout on the Tuesdays. I can't give too much away, but basically just be there. 45-minute workout. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be really, really fun. So just stay tuned, be there, or be square. Oh, that felt really lame. I'm sorry. So yeah, guys, it's going to be really, really fun. And then this month, we've got Marathon Month. Ooh, build up to Cape Town Marathon. I think it's on the 15th of October. And we've got Jono and Alana Mayer who will be running. And we're going to raise some money for... Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. So this is Marathon Month. So we are trying to, like the sit-up challenge that we did a couple months ago, we are trying to log 100,000 kilometers between, like, in our Jeff community to raise money for this really, really incredible cause. So guys, get involved. As an active recovery, as a meditation, as anything, just get outside, go for your walk, even if it's 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 500 meters. It's something. It's really, really, and it's a great way to, like, an active recovery. It really is. So do yourself a favor, get involved. We can earn weekly badges, or earn badges, they're weekly ads, they're amazing prizes as per. We love to hoy a couple of prizes in there for you guys. So don't be shy, get involved and log those runs. If you are feeling a little bit like, oh, I don't know how to log my runs, don't worry, reach out to myself or Amy who's in the comments, or anyone at Jeff, and we can help you guys out. We want you to have a really, really lacquer experience. And yeah, like I said, it's for a really, really awesome cause. And then guys, this week we have our Apple badge. Hold on. Apple badge. I even went out to get myself a special apple for you guys. Show you the toy apples. We are working with the toy apples, which is really, really phenomenal. It's so exciting. It's such an awesome brand. pouring apples the whole week. We're not pouring mealies. No one needs mealies. We don't want vegetables. We want fruit. We want an apple. So guys, get involved. Log your darts throughout the week, and you can stand a chance to win a toy hamper, which is very cool, as well as 3,000 reward points. And who doesn't want reward points, especially when they can be used for anything at Jeff, guys. So get involved. Good morning, Sue. I know it's cold, guys. It's cold in Cape Town. It's cold. I must be honest. And like, it's meant to be summer. The wind was blowing, but you know, that's why we're here. We're gonna move our bodies, get a little bit warm, start the day off well and swell. So I'm really excited for this flow today. And then guys, a lot of you, I don't know if you guys are here, if you do, but the 21-day challenges have started today. If you are doing a 21-day challenge, please let me know. Put it in the comments. Let me know which challenge you are doing. I am doing the Work Hard, Play Light challenge. I did some of the filmings and it was quite wild. But I'm kind of following Coach Louis' like philosophy and all his routines and stuff, because I think with our routine, we are nothing. That's a bit dramatic, but yeah, routine's really, really important. And you know, it's the way that you start your day that can kind of set you up for success for the rest of it. Like seriously, I think. But also in saying that, if you struggle in the morning, don't give up. Like, don't write off a day because you struggled with a certain part of it, if that makes sense. So because you like overslept or because you didn't get your workout on as early as you wanted to, that's really okay. Like, I feel like we have this mindset. We were like, oh my gosh, I didn't do exactly what I wanted to. And we write the whole day off. We're like, it's fine, I'll start tomorrow. No, we start now. We make the decision to start now. And in saying that, with the challenges, there is still time to sign up for series 45-day Vibe with Your Tribe version 2. So there's still time to sign up for that, guys. It only starts on the 11th of October. It's going to be huge. So if you're looking for, you know, just that extra push, I know these 21 days challenges have already started, but if you're wanting just like a little bit longer, I know a lot of you have done the 45 days and you feel like then going back to a 21 day, it's not enough. So get involved. You know, Siri and Bex are absolutely hoying with all of their themes, and they don't want to be like surface level. It's not just here for exercise. They want to really dig a little bit deeper. And they've got some really amazing weekly themes. I know one of them is love languages, which is just, it's so cool how, you know, we all communicate in different ways. Everyone has a different love language, and it's about, you know, working with that person's love language and your own love language for yourself. So really, really awesome. Special workouts, they've got extra support. As you know, Siri and Bex love to hoy in those lives. So guys, if you feel like you need that, get involved. You don't have to have done like the first one to do this one. I know there were some questions of like, did you have to do the first vibe to be able to do the second one? No, you can do this one independently. Okay, guys. Well, I mean, time has really flown. We have a couple more seconds before we start. So when you're ready, you can slowly start to make your way towards your mat, and that's where we can meet. But guys, I'm really excited for this flow this morning. It's going to be something special. I'm just taking my shoes off. And you know, I feel really lucky that I've got this slot with you guys on a Monday, because you know, we want to start our week off. Well, we want to start our week off by setting like the right intentions and like grounding ourselves and really connecting our breath to our movement and just being very mindful of how we navigate this crazy world. So I feel very lucky that I can do these flows with you this early. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Sharon. Okay, guys, it is 7 o'clock. I'm going to take a sip of coffee as I do. Nice little bags in my eye. And when you're ready, we'll meet on our mats. Move this chair out the way. Take this bad boy. Put that there. Okay, so we are going to start today's practice in child's pose, my favorite. So when you're ready, come onto your mat, putting your big toes to touch, your knees slightly apart, putting your tailbone, your coccyx on your feet here, and just reaching our hands forward in our child's pose. Keeping it nice and soft to begin with, putting your forehead down on the mat. Pushing your tailbone onto your heels while also extending your arms out. So kind of pulling our body in two different directions, finding that length. And just taking a moment here as we do to just connect with our breath. Big inhales through your nose, exhale through your nose. Feeling your belly expand on your legs. Noticing how your body is feeling, if there are any certain niggles. If there's anything rushing through your mind right now, try and push it aside. And just imagine that breath coming in through your nose, into your chest, into your belly, and then out again. Whatever it is that you feel a bit distracted by, you can come back to that. This is your time on your mat here. Taking a big inhale through your nose here and out through your mouth, and a big sigh, pushing all that air out your chest. And exhale. One more. And exhale. Making our child's pose a little bit more active. So if your eyes were closed, you can blink them open a bit. We're just going to reach our hands a little bit more forward, but actively pushing into the ground here. So if your hands were a little bit more, or your arms a little bit more limp, we're really activating them here. Feeling that stretch in our arms, in our spine. Actively pushing your fingertips into your mat. Keeping your head nice and loose in between your arms here. Let's do one breath here. And bringing your arms underneath your shoulders, coming into our tabletop. My favorite. My favorite way to warm up the spine is to our cat-cow and warm up our wrists. I think it's really, really important. So on the inhale, we're going to bring our belly to the floor, tilting our tailbone up to the sky. Our tailbone up to the sky, bringing our gaze up, opening up our chest. So inhale into our cow. And exhale, pushing into the mat, rounding that spine into our cat. Making sure that our knees are stacked underneath our hips, that our hands are stacked underneath our shoulders. Inhale into our cow. Feeling that stretch in your spine. Exhale. Pushing into the mat, making sure your hands, your fingers are nice and wide. If you need to readjust, that's awesome. Inhale into our cow, opening up that chest, compressing the spine. You can feel all your vertebrae on top of each other. Exhale as we open up. Do 2 rounds in your own time. You can feel your shoulder blades opening up as you push into the mat here. Rounding that back. When you're done, coming back into your neutral position. And we're just going to do a couple of child's pose circles, going anti-clockwise, just warming up our wrists a little bit. I've said it before, they're such a small part of our body, they're not meant to hold so much weight. It's really important that we warm them up. Just slow circles. Coming back to neutral and going the other way. Really taking this moment to focus on your breath. can feel hear a couple of clicks going on as we warm the body up, all the joints. And coming back to neutral. We're going to take our left leg and extend it out behind us as we flex our foot down towards the floor. Really activating our core, we're slowly going to start warming it up. So pulling your belly into your spine, knitting it together, making sure we have an even weight distribution between our hands and our knee. And holding your leg, keeping your hips nice and square to the mat. Big inhale and exhale as we crunch this knee into our chest. Inhale, extend that right leg out, keeping your hips nice and square, being very mindful of how you're moving your body. And exhale, bringing that knee in. If you would like to advance this, you can bring your opposite hand out, so your left hand out in front of you, facing down towards the mat. And as you inhale and exhale, you crunch your left arm towards your knee and find that length again. But if that's not accessible for you today, just use your leg. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, extend, find that length. And exhale. Knee to nose. Bring that knee back to your neutral position in your tabletop. We're going to do a couple more child pose circles. Hands are feeling a little bit warmer. Wrists are kind of warming up a little bit. And the other way. Going anti-clockwise or clockwise, whichever one you ended off with the first round. Meeting back in our neutral position, taking your left leg and extending it out behind you, flexing your foot towards the mat, keeping your hips nice and square, chest nice and open. Pushing your hands into your mat, really grounding them. Inhale and exhale, bring that knee to your nose in a nice crunch. Still warming up that core. Exhale, find that length in that left leg. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, find that length. And if you do it on the other side, extending that opposite arm, so your right hand out towards the front of your mat. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, finding that length, flexing that foot. Keeping that core nice and stable. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, last one. Exhale, knee to nose. Bringing your leg back to your neutral position. We're going to tuck our toes underneath as we move into our first downward dog, bring our hips nice and high. Keeping your knees a little bit more bent in this first round. We're just going to pedal our feet out, warming up those hamstrings. Bringing your chest towards your knees, pushing your hands into your mat, keeping your head nice and loose in between your arms. Really finding that power and that grounding in your position. And coming back to our neutral downward dog, nice and still. We're going to move into a couple of plank to downward dogs to keep warming up that core and those shoulders. Finding a gentle gaze in between our hands, we're going to inhale as we come into our plank, pushing our shoulders over our wrists, and exhale into downward dog. Inhale, plank pose, activating that core, activating those glutes. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Let's do 2 more on your own time with your breath. Nice. Meeting in a high plank. We're just going to hold this position for a little bit. Remember, if you need to modify, you can put your knees on your mat, or if your wrists are struggling, you can put your elbows down. And we're just going to hold this high plank just for 15 seconds. Noticing the heat warming up in our shoulders, heat warming up in our core. If you actively, not clench, if you activate your glutes, you can feel those working too. You can feel that if someone tried to push you over, you wouldn't be able to move. And hold. Keeping your fingertips nice and wide as they ground into your mat. For 3, 2, 1, lowering your knees onto your mat, coming back into our tabletop. We're going to do just a quick little side plank. So taking that right leg and extending it out behind you, shifting your weight onto your left hand, pivoting your right foot onto the mat here, keeping your left knee grounded. Going to extend that right arm up towards the sky as we open up our chest. It's a nice way to kind of get your body used to this position when you start to advance it and lift up that leg, bringing your hips nice and high. Big inhale and exhale, back on the mat, coming into our tabletop, moving to the other side. So extending that left leg out behind you, pivoting it onto the mat, bringing our left arm up to the sky, bringing those hips nice and high, keeping that core nice and strong. Finding a gentle gaze over our left hand and coming back into our neutral position. Going to untuck our toes, coming back into our downward dog, finding a gentle gaze in between our hands. We're just going to walk our feet in between our hands here into a forward fold, keeping your knees nice and bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to heel toe our feet out to the outside of our mat and interlace our hands behind our back. As we inhale, we're going to come up and reach up, getting our legs nice and straight. Exhale, bend our knees, coming into almost a squat. Inhale, straighten those legs, finding that forward fold. Exhale, coming down into a squat. Let's do a couple rounds of this. You can hear a couple of clicks. Last one. Placing your hands on the mat in front of you, heel toe your hands, your feet back, hip width apart. As we slowly, in a ragdoll, come up to stand, stacking each vertebra on top of each other and rolling our shoulders back. Nice. Going to do a couple of sun salutation A's, which we've done before. If you haven't, just listen to what I have to say. And if you have, let's really focus on full inhales and full exhales as we move our body. So keeping our feet hip width apart, so our heels stacked underneath our hips, shoulders back, hands actively shining towards the front of your mat. As we inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, keeping your hands on your shins if you need to. Exhale, forward fold. Finding a nice position with your hands, stepping back with our right foot into our high plank as we move into our flow. You can put your knees down if you need to. If you can, just lowering our body down onto the mat. Moving into our Cobra, keeping your thighs on the mat here, opening up your chest, gazing towards the sky. Untucking your toes and moving into our downward facing dog, bringing your hips up to rise. Finding that gentle gaze in between your hands as we walk back towards our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive as we come to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do that again, just a little bit faster. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your mat, stepping back with your left foot, this time into a high plank. Inhale, shifting our weight forward. Exhale, coming down into our Chaturanga. Untucking your toes into an upward facing dog. Tucking your toes, moving into our downward facing dog. Finding that gentle gaze, bringing that left knee close towards your chest as we step into a lunge position, floating that right foot up towards it into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending your knees as you come to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, hands to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your mat, stepping or jumping back into your high plank. Inhale, shifting your weight forward. Exhale, coming into your chaturanga, untucking your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Finding that gaze, stepping or hopping into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. We're going to move into a little sun salutation B, where we include our chair pose. We'll do a little round of that, and then we'll move on. Keeping your feet hip width apart. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing our hips lower into our chair pose. If you need to, try and spread your toes nice and wide. We want to make sure that we've got the weight in our heels and not on our toes. We want to be leaning back, almost as if you feel like you're going to fall, but you're not, because you're activating your core, you're activating your glutes. Inhale, forward fold. Stepping back into our high lunge, shifting our weight forward, going through our flow. Untuck your toes into our upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Taking our right leg as we come to a three-legged dog, keeping our hips nice and square. Bringing that knee nice and close as we step through into our warrior one. Pivoting that foot down onto your mat. Bring our hands to rise. Really important here that we keep our hips nice and square. If you feel like you're struggling to keep them square on in the mat, you can just shift your foot to the outside of your mat here. Staying nice and strong. Keep your hands nice and tall, chest nice and open. Inhale and exhale, placing both hands on either side of your mat. Coming into our high plank, shifting our weight forward and going through our flow. Meeting in downward dog. Taking your left leg as you come into your three-legged dog, come to rise, keeping those hips nice and square. Hugging that knee towards your chest and coming into our warrior one on the left-hand side. Finding that nice strength, finding that strength in your feet here, grounding into your mat, finding that even weight distribution between your left and your right. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank. Go through our flow. Inhale. Meeting in downward dog. Finding that gaze in between your hands, as we did before, stepping or hopping in between your hands in our forward fold. Inhale, sweeping your hands back into our chair pose. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here just to catch your breath if you need to. So we're going to start spicing it up a little bit. Start adding a couple extra poses. So just listen to my cues and let's go. So we're going to meet in downward dog, however you'd like to get there, whether you just want to step back and get into it or if you want to go through your flow. So inhale, hands to rise, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping or hopping back into your high plank. Inhale, bring your weight forward. Exhale, go through your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring our right leg into our three-legged dog, hugging it towards our chest, stepping through in between our hands, lowering that left leg down onto your mat, untucking your toes as you come to a low lunge. Interlacing your hands, putting them just resting on your right thigh. And taking your hands up, sweeping them above your head. And holding it here. Inhale. Find that length. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And if you'd like, you can find a nice spinal twist here, bringing that left elbow hooking outside your right knee. So you find a nice little spinal twist here. And coming back to center. Inhale, reaching up. And finding a nice position on either side of our foot here. Untucking your left toe, bringing your left knee to rise as you come into our crescent pose. Keeping that heel off the mat. We're not pivoting it like we would with our warrior. We're facing forward, keeping our hips really nice and square, finding that strength in our length here. And bringing your hands back to the mat on either side of your right foot. Coming into our high plank and going through our flow. Meeting in downward dog. Going to do the same on the other side. So bringing that left leg to rise. Hugging it into your chest. Floating it in between your hands here. As you lower your right knee. Untuck your right toe. So you bring our chest up nice and open. Interlace your hands on your left knee, so you find that nice stretch. Releasing your hands, inhale, reaching up towards the sky. On your next inhale, find that length, exhale, bring your hands to heart. And if you did on the other side, hooking that right elbow on your left knee and getting that spinal twist. Coming back to center, placing both of your hands on your mat, untucking that right toe, bringing that right knee up to rise as you come into our crescent lunge on the left-hand side. Keeping your hips nice and square. Distributing that weight between your left and your right foot. Double checking that your knee is stacked above your heel here. Big inhale. Exhale, hands on your mat. Let's go through our flow. Meeting in downward facing dog. Let's take a couple of breaths here. You can pedal your feet out if you need to. You should feel your body's generating a lot of heat now. Big inhale through your nose and big sigh out your mouth. Lovely. Taking that right leg to rise in our three-legged dog, we're going to do a couple of crunches here. Activating that core, keeping your hips nice and square as we shift our weight forward over our hands, bringing that knee to nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Three-legged dog. Bringing that knee nice and close to your chest as we move straight into our crescent lunge. Then pivoting your back foot onto your mat as we move into our warrior two. Keeping our arms nice and straight, finding that gaze over our right fingertips. You want to make sure you've got your knee, the outer blade of your foot here. And when milling our hands on either side of that right foot, we're going to go through our flow. So our Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Do the other side. Bringing that left foot to rise in our three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Bringing our weight over our hands here. You can see I'm on my tippy toes. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, hold. Three-legged dog. Left knee to right elbow, hold. Three-legged dog. And bringing that foot in between your hands to come straight into our crescent lunge. Pivoting that right foot onto the mat as we move into our warrior two. Find that length in your arms. And windmilling our hands on either side of our left foot, stepping that foot back. And again, we go through our flow. Bring our weight over our hands. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Really finding that heat in our bodies now. Going to take our right foot, extend it up towards the sky in our three-legged dog and bring it straight in between our hands here as we move straight into our warrior two, pivoting that foot on the back. With an inhale, we're going to shift our torso forward as we go into our side angle. So placing your right elbow on your knee, finding that length here. Inhale, come back to warrior two, shifting our weight forward, bringing our torso as if we're being pulled in front of us. Rotating our hand up towards the sky into our reverse warrior. We don't want to put any weight here as we guide our hand down our left thigh, calf, coming back into our warrior two. Windmilling our hands down on the mat, going through our flow. You'll start to feel it in your arms here when we go through our flow. Very repetitive movements, but so good for you. Let's do the other side. Left leg to rise. Coming into our lunge. Pivoting your right foot back onto the mat, coming into our warrior two. Taking a moment here. Bringing our torso forward, putting our left elbow on our left knee into our side angle. Inhale as we come to our warrior two. Find that length in front of us as if we're being pulled. Rotate that palm up towards the sky. So go into our reverse warrior. Again, not putting all the weight in our hands here, just gently resting. Inhale into our warrior two, windmilling our hands on either side of our foot here as we go through our final flow. Upward facing dog, into our downward facing dog. Finding that gentle gaze in between our hands, we're just going to very gently walk our feet in between our hands here into a forward fold. Going to shuffle our feet to the outside of the mat as we come into a squat, hearing the clicks, and find a nice seat on your mat. Finding a nice position on your back here. We're just going to hug our knees into our chest. You can grab, if it's accessible for you, the opposite elbow and really squeezing, bringing your neck to your legs here, giving yourself a nice hug. And exhale, grabbing or finding a nice position in your feet, either the outside or the inside, or even your toes into a bit of a happy baby. And just massaging that spine. It's done a lot of twisting, it's done a lot of things today. Rocking if you feel you'd like to. Oh, so therapeutic. And when you're ready, bringing both your feet onto the mat, extending your feet out into our Shavasana to end our practice off today. Practice went really quickly today, must be honest. But that's okay. Time flies when you're in the zone. And just take a moment here, palms facing up towards the sky. feet limp, fallen on the outside of your mat here. And just close your eyes and take a moment to acknowledge how you're feeling today. If that practice made you feel a certain way, or if anything came up during that practice, you can bring it back to your mind now. And just being proud of yourself for bringing yourself to your mat today on this beautiful morning, and just showing up for yourself and just choosing you. So important in a crazy world where there's so much happening. Just looking after you first is the most important thing. Let's take 2 deep breaths here together. Inhale through your nose and big sigh out your mouth. And if you'd like to stay in your Shavasana for a little bit longer, please do. I encourage you to. It's a very relaxing, very calming pose, but I also know that it's still early morning, so some people get it done and then they leave, which is also okay. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found some stillness and some value in it. And yeah, let me know how you found it. Either have a nice day, you too, either. But yeah, let me know how you found it. I really encourage you today to just take a moment for yourself. Just finished your session, Burner with Louie. Pat. I know, it was wild. Sune, good morning. Pat, thank you. I needed that so badly. I'm so glad. Yeah, guys, these Vinyasa flows are a little bit more intermediate, and it has to do a little bit more with strength, which is my little space. Thank you, Nicole. Really awesome. My hamstring definitely needed. I'm glad. Lisa Marie, Nicole, body needed that. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed it and found value in it. That's really, really important to me. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, or if you have any feedback, or if there's something particular that you want to focus on. And because we can't grow if we we want to do this for you guys. We want you guys to find as much value as possible in these sessions, not just for the yoga, but for everything. So please let us know. And on that, guys, remember, log your kilometers, log your walk. Thanks for a lovely Monday morning body wake up. I also feel a lot more rejuvenated now. You can tell I look exhausted, but if I feel a lot more rejuvenated. But guys, log those dots, sign up for the 45-day challenge if you need to. Get that Apple badge. She's cute. Get her. I know how much you guys all love a badge. It's so easy to get it, and you can win stuff. Come on. But on that note, have a lovely, lovely day. Look after yourselves. Be kind, be present, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.